What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Uh-oh. Fans talk. Home fans, y'all punch that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. Listen, confirm in the chat that y'all could hear me because when I just came in, I saw I had some audio issues. I want to make sure that we're good. Let me know in the chat. Make sure that we're good. All right. Hit that like button. All right. Hit that like button. You good. Confirmed. All right. Good, good. Ooh, look at him. See, after the last stream, I knew he was going to be back. He the first one in the chat. TD Fraud Talk. TD Fraud. Oh, Brian on X just tuned in. Man, if you're on X, go ahead and chat. If you're on X right now watching, go ahead and put something in the comment section because X's comments never usually work. But look, Brian's comment just came right through. It came right through. So if you're on X watching right now, go ahead and comment. I want to see if they coming through, man. If you're on YouTube, I see y'all coming through as well. Facebook in the house, Twitch in the house, and we're going to be streaming on Kick and TikTok soon. We are going to be streaming on Twitch. No, we're going to be streaming on Kick and TikTok soon. So we're going to be everywhere, baby. We're going to be everywhere. All right. But shout out to the homie in the building, man. Listen, man, TD Fraud Talk in the building. He said, who typed out this show title? I would be highly embarrassed if my 8-year-old did that. No. This wasn't your 8-year-old. All right. This was me who typed out this title. Breaking. Dolphins trying to make a huge splash. Guess who might be in a Dolphin? I see what you're saying there. I messed up. Guess who might be a Dolphin? See, that N got me. You got to, okay, sometimes TD Fraud Talk is right. Sometimes TD Fraud Talk is right. He is correct. The title is all jacked up. But guess what? Guess what we get to do? I get to go in here and edit. I get to come in here and bam. Who might be a Dolphin? Let me get rid of N. Okay. That's one platform I just adjusted. Let's go to the second one because I'm on like 4 different platforms right now. But we're going to get it right. But I appreciate it, man. See, that's you good for something sometimes. All right. You good for something sometimes. We're going to update the titles to make sense. And then I'm going to tell y'all what's going on, what I just found out about the Miami Dolphins. All right. We're going to get into it. All right. There we go. Let's save the changes. Changes are saved. Now refresh your screen. Refresh your screen. And I hope the title was updated properly. And it says breaking. Dolphins trying to make a huge splash. Guess who might be a Dolphin? Oh boy. Y'all like, who is it, TD? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. If you don't know, you're about to find out. Or you better ask somebody. The Dolphins trying to make a huge splash. Huge splash. It's the one. It's the only. Rasool Douglas, baby. Oh my, hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm so mad right now, but all I can do is laugh. I'm trying to put on a fake face right now. I'm so mad right now. Let me tell y'all why I'm mad. Barry Jackson puts it out. The Dolphins are still trying to pursue Rasool Douglas, the best available right now that's out there, right? Let me tell y'all why I'm mad. What did TD tell y'all a year ago about Poyer? What did I tell y'all about Poyer when we brought him in? Why is Chris Greer keep trying to get these washed Buffalo Bills players who work for the feds? The Bills are the feds. They work for the feds, man. Poyer said, man, oh, what did I tell y'all when we got Poyer? See, there's a reason Buffalo moved on from these guys. And we just out here keep on trying to pursue the leftovers, man. And they calling this the splash that we need at the cornerback position. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this man in coverage last year was ranked 128th out of all corners. Now, that's 32 teams. And there's 2 starting corners on each team. That's 64 players. 64 times 2. Do the math. 128. He was ranked 128th. He the last player on the 4th string. He the number 4 corner. And you try to bring him in and compete to start. I want y'all to make that make sense, all right? He was 128th in coverage last year. 128th. 2 corners on every team. That's 64 starters. He was literally the last player on 4th string. The last player at the number 4. Just and he 5th. And he 5th on the depth chart. Come on, man. Like, why we on like his overall grade was 133, so he was. 133 is the equivalent of the 5th best corner on every team. TD, you preaching to the choir. Ain't nobody actually hyped about Douglas. No, but here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Here's where I'm upset about it. I would rather give Cam Smith a shot. Bonner and all them guys. I would rather just go with what you got than to play these games. Let those guys get real quality NFL time and maybe they can come on as the season progresses. I would rather that because who are we fooling? They bring in Rasool Douglas. It's simply he the veteran. They're going to give him the nod. They're going to give him the nod. At least he had good playing experience, just like Poyer did. I agree, Roy in the locks. He said, you're making stupid fans happy with familiar names rather than developing your players. I wonder how Weaver feels about this. How you know Weaver ain't on board? I'm not going to say he is, but how we know? Man, shout out to X because the X chat must be working. The Twitter chat must be working because it's usually not working. Like I said, if you on X right now watching the show, comment in the comment section. Shout out to Rick. I see you. Paul, I see you. Those who are on X right now. Salute to y'all. But yeah, man. See, and this is what's frustrating, man. Because let me tell you something I saw on X that was interesting to me too, because I wanted to bring this up tonight too, because Dudley Durong was involved in this. My brother, by the way, from another mother, and all y'all haters be trying to always pin us against each other, but that's my guy. Okay, basically somebody was saying to him or something about, how can any fan be okay with knowing we're gonna kind of like suck this year? And Doug basically was like, well, don't watch. At the end of the day, that's one thing I'm an advocate of. No matter what our reality is, you can't tell nobody how to fan. You can't tell people that they shouldn't, try to get excited or anything just because the team. No, you can't tell nobody how to fan. But it did make me think, right? Does anybody, and I'm not talking about being a fan, as a fan, just like me, I have hope for the season. I'm going to root my team on. I'm going to hope that they shock us all, right? But like at this point, does anybody have real, true? Now, I have optimism as a fan, but I'm talking about take the fanhood out. Does anybody have true optimism about this year? Like, man, I think that we're going to go to an AFC championship game. Like, true optimism. I think we can actually compete and maybe beat the Ravens. True optimism. Not the fanhood optimism. Does anybody have that? Um, it's tough. It's tough because is enough ever enough? Like all of us real fans, we're never going to stop being a fan. What's the like? What's the man? I'm like, I don't even know how to say this. What's the line that we draw to say, man? Like I'm genuinely mad at my team, you know? And let me give y'all my experience and tell y'all how I feel real quick. I'm not mad at the Dolphins. Obviously disappointed. Um, we were in a tough situation. And y'all gonna get mad at me for this, but I don't even blame anybody for this situation. I don't even blame anybody. Um, the Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross, he spent a lot of money, wanted Miami to be a premier team. He hired a minority general manager, which was pretty upstanding in a time where there were a lot of conflicts in that area. A lot of minorities in the front office. Then he hired a minority head coach and Brian Flores. We all felt like, we were headed in the right direction. Things were going well. And, shadiness struck. We had a little bit of shadiness, the Flores situation. And we're not even talking about Flores and Tua. We're talking about just shadiness of the whole Brady situation on the yacht, the still open lawsuit that Brian Flores has on the team. Then we pivoted into a whole new direction, altering our plans. And we did all we could to make this pivot profitable, I guess, fruitful. And it gave us a spark at first. And for the first time, I knew at that very moment after that first season where things looked like they might have gotten a little better. At first, I used to tell y'all the potential of us wasting 7 years of a rebuild. But the first time I knew that we had to finish our prison sentence was after McDaniel's first year, where we actually did solid. But I knew right at that moment, this is the best our roster is going to be in the next 4 years at a minimum. I knew it at that very moment. This is the best our roster is going to be in the next 4 years at a minimum. There ain't no finagling and no way that they can make it better unless they make the ultimate tough decisions, which they won't make and which they didn't. And I knew at that point, we got a stacked roster with amazing players. And we didn't even win a playoff game. And that next year when we went high flying and it still fizzled out at the end, and the roster technically low key has been getting worse and worse and worse. And next year is going to be even worse. Just FYI. It's going to be worse. No matter what you do. If you know, you know. Go look at the books. Already negative next year. Um, so I knew we got to finish our prison sentence. They have already doubled and tripled down. And pride got the best of us. But at the same token, when you're all in and you believe and you were wrong, now it's fireable and you got to play it to the death. And that's what we're in right now. We're in the play it to the death point, you know? We're in the stage where you actually can't even admit you were wrong and try to fix it anymore. You've already passed that phase. You've passed that phase. I think we passed that phase in March. You can't even admit anything was wrong. You gotta go down with this ship now. So I'm gonna be honest, right now it's all about how long before the ship sinks. How long before the ship sinks? And when I say all that, that doesn't mean we can't go out and shock everybody and be competitive. But anybody in their right mind think that this team has a roster that has Super Bowl talent on it, ready to compete for Super Bowls? Like, I mean, just look at the matchups across the board. Look at everything across the board. You still ain't got no big body receivers. You still don't know what your O line is. And some will argue, how could they have gotten better? Best case scenario, you stayed the same. And that wasn't even good enough for us, y'all. You're replacing an all pro Hall of Fame left tackle with the second round pick who showed no flash like y'all try to make it out to be last year. And he might come out there and be an all pro this year, but I'm just saying. The best you can get is by committee being this just as good as you were last year on the O line. And we didn't feel like that was enough. Running game, is A-Chain and those guys, are they dependent on the O-line, or are they the type of backs that can, put their wheel on the game anyway? That's still to be seen. We know what Tyreek and Waddle gonna do. Maybe, depending. Last year, we thought we did too. And we always say what they always hurt. Yeah, but they're going to continue to always be hurt. I mean, at this point. So we can have hope for the season, which I do because I'm a Dolphin fan through and through. I want us to do well. I want to win the division. I just want to shut Buffalo mouth. I want to talk so much trash to their fan base. I mean, I just want, oh my gosh, if you could just win the division and lose in the first round, I'd be happy too. Long as I can talk trash to them bums. I can't stand Buffalo. They earned it, but still, oh my gosh, I hate that they. I don't like Buffalo. I don't like I don't like none of them. But that's where I'm at. So you can be hopeful. We're gonna root for our team and see what kind of sparks we're gonna get out of it. But as a analyst, someone who's trying to break the game down, right or wrong, I'm trying to figure out who we moving forward with. For me, this is a season of who are our building blocks. Is Patrick Ball going to be a building block? Is Cam Smith going to turn the corner? Is Tyndall about to have a late resurgence? Like all these guys, is Jonah about to, are we about to say, oh yes, we got another one? That's where I'm at with it right now. Like, let me evaluate the season and figure out who we moving forward with in the future. That's where I'm at. And I'm open to being surprised along the way. But at the end of the day, man, same poop, different restroom. I mean, that's what's frustrating to me because we did this with Poyer. And now and then the funny thing, I'm tired of Buffalo fans, y'all always getting our sloppy seconds or whatever it may be. And I ain't putting no disrespect on any player name, but come on, man. These guys on the back end of their career, and coming off of a less, I mean, the man had what? What did he have last year? Like 3 pass breakups, no interceptions. I mean, he's a tackler, but also, he's getting a little older. He ain't 30. I don't think he over 30 yet, though, which may be okay. That's the only good piece of it. But there's a reason, man. There's a reason why Buffalo don't still have him on the roster. And this late in the game, he's an unrestricted free agent. So, yeah. But we out here still. And by the way, whose father was on a podcast talking trash about the Dolphins recently? Wasn't it what corner's dad was talking bad about the Dolphins? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Really going in on us. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Wasn't it his daddy? No, maybe it's somebody else because they can dare steal. It got to be somebody else. Oh, Asante Samuels. Oh, okay. I'm making sure it ain't the same person. I'm like, oh, we really desperate if it's the same one. So Asante Samuels. Okay. But yeah, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every day I sit here and I say to myself, man, show me the bright spots. I want to go live tonight and I want to talk about, them bright things we can look forward to. Like people think that I'm like all these people that always say, oh, you're so negative. Man, you don't even understand how much I've been searching to say, man, what are the bright spots I can go live and talk about tonight? That we know it's a bright spot, right? Not just the hopefuls. And I gotta stop doing it because I be wasting my time. I go up and down the whole roster and I find less than a handful. I sit there and I'm like, all right, what's bright spot about the left tackle? Here, rookie, we don't know what to expect. Move on. Left guard. Left tackle is second year, technically rookie to me. Don't know what to expect. Same thing with left guard. I like him. I believe he's gonna be great, but we don't know. Aaron Brewer, he was solid last year. I love what they did there. I was worried about replacing Connor, but they got that one right. Okay, we got our first one, Aaron Brewer. I like that. Nice little piece in the middle. So he's solid. We got our first one. Right guard, fresh off of that injury. I don't know what version of him we finna get. Right tackle, Austin Jackson. Can you get back to being the same, which is above average? I don't know. But you hold it down when you're healthy. Can you say healthy? I don't know. A-Chain, if the line ain't great, can you still make something happen? And can you stay healthy? Right and all the other backs, not enough work for me to feel great. Tyreek, please don't be on the decline, bro. You're still dangerous. But please don't be on the decline because they say it's some cracks in the armor last year. Please don't be on the decline, bro. Waddle, oh my gosh, can we get you to play healthy? Like, and also show up and be that guy that we always wanted you to be. I'm a big Waddle guy, by the way, y'all. I'm a big Waddle guy. And I believe in Waddle. I just need him to become that dude. Not just a dude that's good. I need you to become that dude. This the year I need Waddle to become that dude. But through and through all of that, Aaron Brewer, the most solid thing we got right now, where I feel like I ain't got no questions. And I know we still gonna say Tyreek and Waddle still though. Just saying, coming off of the year that they had, I don't know which way they headed. And Tua, that explains itself. I can't be confident about nothing. Health, Play in big games, consistency. I don't know. CB83 say, soon as you turn your back on the Fins, they surprise you. Yeah, but it's how they do it, CB. It's how they do it. Like we all turning our back on the Fins, right? And then we go 7-1. Then we go 1-7. Then we go 1-7. Here we are, week 17 or whatever it is, and we got one game left, and we 8-8. So yeah, as soon as we turn our back on them, they surprise us. But as soon as we turn it back around, it's like, yeah, they surprise us again. Don't tell half the story. Don't tell half the story. As soon as we turn our back, they surprise us. As soon as we give them our attention, they surprise us in a bad way. This ain't Flores. Oh, you think that was only Brian Flores, CB? Didn't we have 6 games up on the Buffalo Bills? And we lost the division and went 11-6? It may have not happened in the same order, but that's the equivalence. Matter of fact, that's worse. That's worse. That's worse. You up 5 or 6 games over Buffalo with like 7 weeks left. You up 5 or 6. That's worse. That's worse. 11-6, and you lose the division. Up 5 games in the division. With about 7 weeks left, man, make it make sense. That's worse. That's worse. At least Flores' side of it was winning on the back end. At least we were winning on the back end of that one. Come on, man. Come on, make it make sense, CB. I don't just be yapping for fun. You gotta ask for that one. This ain't Flores. Revisionist history here, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh, Dolphins were never up 5 games. It was up 3 games with 5 to play. You know what? I'll go back and look, but for the sake of argument, even if you're right, you up 3 games. If you correct, you up 3 games with 5 left. Oh, the division in the books. Oh, it's in the books. Not for us. Not for us. Who up 3 games with 5 left gonna lose the division? Make it make sense. Oh my gosh. Oh man, they done found another error in the title. Huge slash instead of splash. Oh my gosh, I ain't put the P. You know what? I ain't pushing P. I ain't pushing it, so I ain't gonna put it on there. How about that? Oh my gosh. What's the difference? 3 out of 5 game lead. It's still an embarrassment. Exactly. Oh my gosh, it's still an embarrassment. And let me tell y'all something. 3 out of the last 5 may have been correct, but wasn't it still, it was like that for like 3 weeks before? It was still like that? Oh my gosh. Rasool Douglas dead. Hey man, y'all ain't gonna be hating on Rasool Douglas, but that's what the Dolphins doing. That's Poyer 2.0. That's Poyer 2.0. It's that simple. Okay. But again, my whole point to all of that was we got to stop repeating this mess, man. But I knew it. I knew it. I knew that we had our sentence. You know, and y'all have to think of it, man. A lot of people are worn, a lot of people are tired. I feel like the war is coming to an end. For those who know. If you know, you know. The war is coming to an end. That's the beautiful part of all of this, is that, the war might be coming to an end. There are peace talks behind the scenes that are happening right now in the form of um a certain army kind of disappearing, gearing up for their last final assault. Oh man, there's an army out there that's on their last little. They got their last little tomahawk missile, about to stage their last little assault this year. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I slayed myself. Oh man, yeah, man, that's what's happening out here, man. The war is about to be over. Um, Yeah, man. The United Nations have already made a decision to, peace, brokering a peace deal. You know, um, yeah, man. That's what's going on in Dolphin Nation. So hopefully, the fan base can come back together in a year or two and, focus on, a whole new beginning, a whole new level of hope. At least that's my hope, because there's no question. We've been a fan base divided for several years now. There's no question. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? There's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. Oh man. What's up, La Posada? Salute to you. Let me see here. Doug Williams, Tua time in the chat. Hey man, I can't wait. This year, I'm gonna be extra Tua time in the chat, man. Listen, I'm rooting. Y'all don't even know. I'm rooting heavy for Tua this year, man. I'm rooting super heavy for Tua this year. I'm like, man, come on, because his back has never been against the wall like it's about to be. His back has never been against the wall like it's about to be. And these are the moments that tell you what, a player is made of. And we get to, I think officially find out this year. I think officially get to find out this year. If Miami wins 7 games, I will be shocked. He said Quinn Ewers the chat. No, let me. Oh my gosh! Don't even say that. Our guy got better stay healthy this year. By the way, he better stay healthy. Comeback year tour at comeback year. Is that what we're saying? Is he eligible for comeback player of the year again? Serious question, TD. Will you go live more often? David asks, will I go live more often? That's a great question, David. Hold on. Give me a second. I think because I have a schedule this year that I'm gonna try my very best to kind of follow. So yeah, I'm gonna be live quite a bit this year, by the way. And shout out to Slippin' Jimmy, just blessed the channel, said this year the end of the Greer McDaniel era. Well, we'll find out. But let me give you my my schedule for right now. Oh well, before I do, shout out to Dale Johnson, just bless the channel. He said, yes, I'd have a very true belief we can shock NFL. Ooh, we shall see. And Barrington Francis, training camp fund, just dropped a buck on me, man, like a hundo. Salute to you, Barrington. Some of y'all, listen, I ain't gonna say some of y'all. A lot of y'all, man, y'all been showing some real love. That's definitely gonna help me for training camp. Salute to you, man. Salute to everybody that show love, man. Y'all been overwhelmingly showing love, and thank you for sending it in the Cash App, because we had to do a tutorial on that yesterday. I was accused of begging for money from our good friend that just commented, TD Fraud Talk. So thank you for all y'all who answered my begs. How about that? um, in the Cash App. Salute to you. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm not gonna get into an hour of thank you, thank you, thank you like I did yesterday, but y'all already know how I feel. But getting into my schedule, this is how I plan on trying to, run my season. Obviously, I got 6 kids, well, 5 that live with me, 1 in college. So I start my week on Mondays on the channel. And it's going to be, and this is TD Fins Talk. You could also catch me on Roundtable Sports, Bleacher Report, and AFC's Roundtable, different platforms. But just this channel right here, TD Fins Talk, I'm going to be doing a Monday noon show. It's going to be called Victory Monday, or Therapy Monday. Y'all know how that works. If we win, it's Victory Monday. If we lose, it's Therapy Monday. Okay. If you'd like to sponsor that segment, you can hit me up at tdphinstalk at yahoo.com. If you would like to sponsor that segment, all right. If you want to sponsor it, just showing love, or if you have a business or something and you'd like me to promote it, we can talk through that on tdphinstalk at yahoo.com. Then I'm going to be doing Monday night SmackDowns at 6 p.m. But that's on AFC's Roundtable for those who don't know. Y'all already know Fourth and Forever is Monday through Friday, and that's going to be moving probably to about 12:30 or 1 p.m. Fourth and Forever show. But at 7 p.m. on Monday, I'll be doing a live show going over Miami Dolphins player grades. Grading, the top key players that we're watching. We're going to pick 10 players that we're keeping an eye on for the season. That's probably going to be Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, A-Chain, Patrick Paul, Jonah. We'll come up with it together. We'll pick about 10 players that we want to keep on our radar and see how they're holding up this year. Okay. And we'll do player grades. Then at 8:10, obviously, y'all know I stream all primetime games. So about 8:10, I'll start my Monday Night Football show. All right. And we'll go live and watch Monday Night Football together. That's where we hang out, we chill, we watch the game, we talk about any and everything, and we kind of just kick back and relax. All right. Tuesdays at noon, I'm gonna do an NFL weekly power ranking. I'm going to start doing an NFL weekly power ranking. Okay. That's going to be the 32 teams, my power ranking. And then at 6:15 on Tuesdays, I'm going to do an offensive film study. Just the offense. We'll do a film study on the offense on Tuesday evenings. At 7:30, we got the Dolphins Collective. At 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, okay, we are going to have a Patreon roundtable. 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, TD Fins Talk Patreon. So if you're a part of the Patreon, get in the building. Let's chop it up for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you'll be able to get the link, first come, first serve. If you're a member of the new Patreon, we're going to start August 1st. You'll be able to come on Tuesday nights, chop it up, okay? Wednesdays at noon, we're going to do an NFL weekly QB ranking. We're going to rank the 32 quarterbacks on the season so far and keep track of my rankings. We also going to do defensive film study at 6:15 on Wednesdays. AFC East Roundtable after that at 7:30, obviously. And then I'm going to dial it in early on a Wednesday night because we got a long Thursday, right? Thursday at noon, Miami Dolphins prediction show. We'll predict what's the weekend, what we believe is going to happen. At 2 p.m., an NFL picks of the week. I'm going to do picks for every team in the league. My picks. Talk about my picks around the whole NFL. Um, and then I'm free all the way to 7 p.m. or 7:30. We got to work that out, but it's probably the Dolphin Collective again because we're twice a week. Then the usual Thursday night football, come hang out, let's kick back, watch the game, talk about the rest of the league and ourselves in the chat. If you watch primetime football, come hang out with me. All right. Friday, NFL MVP weekly watch on at noon. The MVP weekly watch is going to be noon on Fridays. After that, I'm off for the week. I got on here, my schedule, going to my son's varsity football games and stuff like that. Saturday, a lot of family stuff. And on occasions on Saturday, it's going to be Q&A for the general chat and stuff like that. Those who are not Patreons potentially. And then on Sundays, y'all know what time it is. I go to church in the morning, work out after that, and then pregame stream at 12:15, live game stream at 12:55, post game stream at 4:30, and then it's family time. But y'all already know Sunday night, I got them games that I do. All right. TD schedule look like a Microsoft Teams calendar. Yeah, man. I got it all worked out. And that's just half my schedule. I got my roundtable stuff built in. I got a lot of stuff. So, but I think that's going to be pretty solid on a week by week basis, doing that at a bare minimum. That has nothing to do with breaking news segments. Y'all know me. Breaking news, bam, I'm going to hit it regardless of the schedule. So this is just my schedule base. So breaking news segments, I hit it, and all new, all that stuff I'm going to be hitting. So it's going to be more than this. This is just the general basis of what I'm going to be doing for the season. And I think that's a lot of really good content. That's me going live at a minimum of about twice a day. And sometimes 3 times, and then sometimes 5 times, depending on the platform, because I am on multiple platforms. And shout out to Miami Dolphins roundtable. I mean, not roundtable, but the collective as well. But the Miami Dolphins roundtable will be back too. Got to get with the fellas this week coming up on training camp, and we're gonna work that out. I know myself, CB83, Doug, we're all on board, and we're gonna be bringing in guests for the Miami Dolphins roundtable. So y'all stay tuned for it. We're gonna have a good time. Outside of that, yeah, that's my schedule. That's my weekly. That's gonna be my schedule starting in August. Except that training camp could alter a little bit of that. So honestly, this is my definitive schedule in September, but I'll be putting a few of those in August here and there. All right. Whoa, Smarty Jam said, when you can't make fourth and forever, can you send CB to hold it down? Yeah, man. CB always got the nod. It's just, you got, have you talked to CB? That's up to CB. If he available, CB always got first dibs on pretty much anything I do that if I can't make it. CB is pretty much first dibs. Because that's my guy. That's the guy I know that's gonna always hold it down for sure. Something, and then when CB can, I know Big C's available to do things. So those are my guys, man. But yeah, so me and CB, we talk. CB, listen, CB is raising a future NFL Dolphin. Okay, so he be busy a lot handling that too, in his family life. So I'm always admiring that, because I do some of the same stuff that CB does. Y'all see people in the chat and on camera. One thing I'd say about CB, man, when you get back to your community or you working with your kids and others and stuff like that, and you putting the work in, that's always something that I always look at and say, man, he doing it right. So that's one of the biggest things I love about CB. Engage with his family and doing what he needs to do as a man for his family and his life. So that's why that's my guy. All right. He's still delusional as all can be. Let's not get that twisted. But yeah, man, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. All right, and he be having my back out here. I don't be asking him to, but he be having my back out here. I be seeing him. I be seeing him. He ain't flaking out for TD, like a simp or nothing. But he be like, man, that man ain't got to answer to y'all. I be hearing you, CB. I be hearing you. Oh man, can't trust Mayfield. Oh, we ain't losing the Chargers. That bum Herbert. If Tua can't get us a chip, my son Cam will look him up. Cam Batten on IG. Yeah, man, y'all go check him out. Seriously, y'all go check him out on IG. They putting that work in. All right, definitely putting that work in. At Finn's take with CB83, whatever happened to your show? Did you ever hit 500 subscribers? CB, you crack it back up for the season, right? Well, I don't know what his schedule like. Remember, like I said, some people, they prioritize their show and their family. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Subscriber count. CB, I gotta go look at where CB is now. But yeah, man, Lamar is God. Is a god. I'm careful with stuff like that. Miami ceiling 13 wins. No ceilings. Yeah. Lamar only hate us because we ain't draft him to his favorite team. I get it though. Who doesn't want to be a fan? Oh man, I dropped the super chat, TD. You did. You dropped a super chat. Miami Zay. Yeah, he said take some questions from the chat, TD, to answer next stream. And bring back Dolphins roundtable or bring up CB83 and Miss Fins. Already, man. We're gonna be rolling this season. I'm gonna begin with the crew. I'm gonna check with Miss Fins too, when she'll be available to come through. Also, I believe Miss Fins is gonna be up in Buffalo with me. That's gonna be dope. Big C gonna be there too. That's gonna be real dope. I think yeah. She just confirmed she's going to be up there with us for the event, Roundtable Sports, Buffalo versus Miami. We traveling Thursday night football. Big C will be there. Miss Fins is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Obviously, all around table and JD the Great. A lot of y'all coming too. So I'm just happy that hey, we got our own crew now that's gonna be on the road. I'm always going by myself sometimes, but yeah, man, we got a crew that's gonna be there in Buffalo. The main thing with this trip though, I think is important for everybody going with us in our event to take it in. I mean, obviously, as rivals, we gonna have a good time. We always do. That's the thing about these events; they're pretty dope. But I've never been to the Buffalo Stadium, and this is the last year it's going to be up before I guess it's demolished or whatever they're doing with it, and they building their new one. So I will at least be able to say I went to Buffalo at that old stadium and beat them up. And then we'll obviously do it eventually in the new stadium. So we need to get this win. We need to get this win. I want my experience in the Buffalo old stadium to be a victory, and then we go over to the new stadium and start taxing them there too. So that's what's exciting about it. But we'll see. We shall see. Let me see here. Make sure they're good. All right, cool. But that's the cool thing about it. So we're gonna have a good time. I gotta route Richie up. We're gonna line it. I'm gonna need a quarterback. My quarterback in Miami at the Miami Jets event in Miami, my quarterback was throwing out of bounds, making me look bad, man. I gotta route Richie up, man. We're gonna be playing some football at the tailgate. I'm gonna route Richie up. I'm putting it on camera. So y'all get ready to see that. We might even go live for it. Oh man, that stadium is going to be rocking. That ain't even half of it, Tony. Listen, man, we're in a special like lounge club suite. It's like obviously it holds like 200 people or whatever. But if you look at Buffalo Stadium, it wraps around like that executive, like the level where you walk through or whatever, and you got suites. It's the glass partition, rows of seats inside, your own personal catering areas with food and all of that. We're gonna be inside watching it through the glass. Right there, it's gonna be a dope experience. I think this event is just perfect. And it's crazy. We already kind of sold out. I think two people said they actually couldn't go, so we might have like two more tickets or something like that. So hit me or Richie up. We probably don't have them too, but just in case we do, hit us up if you're still thinking about going to it, because it's gonna be, if anybody has to withdraw, because there's some people that we told them, hey, because the sales are final, they're like, they paid their money and they're like, hey, I got a wedding or something to go to. Can I sell them to somebody else? And we're like, well, we'll do that for you. So now it ain't cheap though, because it's a whole experience. This we already sold out anyway, but it's $450. It's for Wednesday night. We're going to a bar, like whatever that bar is where they made the original wing or something like that. We're going there. We're doing a show there on Wednesday night with everybody that's going to be there at the event. So Wednesday we're hanging out at night. Thursday around 4 or 5 p.m., 4 p.m., as soon as the tailgate open, Gotham City, not Gotham City crew. We're just going to be at a tailgate. It's a group that does like this whole put together thing. We're going to go there, hang out, drinks, food, and just have a good time, get turned up a little bit before we go. Or they were talking about going to another bar by the stadium right before the game. So we still going to figure out which one that is. And then we go in the game. We go in the game and we go to our suite area, like the big old area, and we just have a good time and a good night, man. So I'm excited about it. What I'm trying to do a Dolphins Jets event in New York. That game in December, I think it's like December 7th or something. I'm talking to Richie about it. We said we're gonna put a filler out to see if we can get a lot of interest first before we actually do it. The reason why I want to do that game, because it might have some implications late in the season for both teams. But it's also cheap right now. I looked at it. I think we'll be at like I said, that Bills event is gonna be $450. We might be able to get away with like $220 or $250 packages or whatever for that game. So I told him, man, that's something we may want to do, because that tailgate is always bomb. Gotham City crew, they run a tailgate. It's a part of what you're paying for. It's all the drinks you want. They got food. You just go, and I mean, it's lines. You just get your food. You go to any one of the drink stations, get a drink. Everybody's having fun. And we're interviewing people. We're live streaming a show at the tailgate. We kick it with everybody. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all have been. I met Big C. I met Big C at the Jets tailgate. That's where we met. He went to the event. He went to the last one. So we'll see, because the Jets tickets cost, but for some reason that Dolphins Jets game isn't as expensive. And we said, with the Gotham City crew plus the ticket, we might be able to get away with, less than $250. And more people would come if that's the case. It's just, with Miami fans, will they travel? That's the only thing. A lot of Miami Dolphin fans don't travel. A lot of y'all already live in Miami, so it's already expensive down there. So it's a matter of who wants to pay for it. So we don't want to take any losses on any events, because we have to. Oh, and another thing that's pretty dope about the Jet Stadium, though, that I did love last time, we get to walk in on the field like the American flag. You get to be one of the people out on the field doing that first, and you're right by the players. Like Aaron Rodgers was 6 feet from me throwing, and I'm just sitting, literally everybody holding the flag with their phone and doing. Y'all saw me last year. I was live. I was live in the stadium. Y'all saw me last year. I went live right here on tdphinstalk when we did it. The only problem is, as soon as that flag presentation is over, you gotta hurry up and get up to your seat, because We had missed like the first 2 minutes of the game getting up to our seats. So, but it's a dope experience. It is a dope experience. So we'll see. Um, yeah, I hope to go this year. Where everybody say that, what we're probably gonna do is this: we're probably gonna contact the Jets. We might get like 50 tickets. No, 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 no. Yeah, you know what we'll probably do just to make sure. We'll probably, if we decide to do it, at the end of training camp, we'll probably put out a link that says if you want to go to the event, RSVP and put like $120 deposit or something like that. And again, we already priced it because I think I don't know off the top of my head. I think it was like 227 or something. I don't remember what it was, the total, but we'll probably make it like 240 just to make sure all the expenses and everything, fees and stuff are covered. But we'll probably just put out a filler and say, hey, if you want to go to this event, $120 deposit. And what happens is if we get enough people that deposit, we'll go through with it and we'll pay the Jets a massive deposit to get the tickets. If we don't, we'll just return everybody their money. That's what we did with the Bills event, but it sold out. So we went ahead and because y'all gotta understand, last year the Miami event, we spent like 20 grand on that suite area, that whole terrace area that we had. And we still had like 27 tickets that didn't sell. So we took a loss, but it was still a dope experience. We had about 30 something people there, but we had like 55 or 60 tickets or something. So to avoid that going forward, because the company had to take that lick on the head, it was all good though. To avoid that going forward, yeah, JD was there. That was dope. And remember, JD, we had fun, man. Miss Fims was there. It was a lot of y'all there. But the dopest part was the night before where we were at the Miller Ale House. Man, we took Miller Ale House over. We did a show there. We were in there chatting. We were in there talking. Us and Jets fans, and we had a really good night that night. That was real fun. But yeah, that's what we'll do. So be on the lookout for it. I'll promote it on the channel. So and listen, you got time, and it's cheaper. It would be December 7th. So you got time. You can take your spouse. You can take your girlfriend. This is New York City in December, a Sunday game. Some of y'all might want to go ahead and get your loved one or a friend or something and say, we about to have a 2-3 day weekend. This is New York City in December. Y'all better be headed out there on a Friday. Go out and enjoy your Saturday with whoever you go with and see the time. This is December when the lights are out and all the fun. So if we do it, I'm going to be excited about taking my wife. I might go on Thursday. So it's in December. You have plenty of time. Yeah, it'll be cold, but that's the beauty of it. For those who haven't experienced it, especially some of y'all Floridians, get your warm stuff. Y'all go do December in New York. You get to go to a nice steakhouse at night, with your coat on. Go to Times Square. Go to Central Park. See, that's what you got to do in life. Make it a trip. Make it a trip. All right, y'all. Listen, man. Y'all make it fun. Y'all gotta. This is this type of stuff you got to prepare for in life, especially if you got a spouse. If you got somebody to watch the kids, or even bring the family. Bring the family, man. You get down there, go to New York for the holidays or just an early trip. That's the type of stuff you want to do with your family. Go to other states in a prime time and stuff like that. So for me, I'll probably fly my sister-in-law in to watch the kids and get them to school and stuff, and me and the wife will go. But if she can't do it, then the whole family going. So for me, it'll be like, hey, we're going to leave on Friday morning. We're going to fly in. We're going to enjoy it. You're going to check into our hotel. We're going to enjoy a dinner on Friday night. On Saturday, we got to hit Central Park. We got to go, man, just some of the places in New York. Well, let me see this Chinatown. Let me see this, the street vendor, whatever they say to do. Let's go to the ballet, whatever. Then at night, man, you want to go to Times Square. I've never been to Times Square, especially at night. Well, I ain't never been, so forget the especially. Yeah, I'm gonna go Saturday, go to Times Square. Just take some pictures of New York City, take it in, and then Sunday comes, you wake up, you go to that game, and have a good time. Some of y'all can be lucky enough to find a flight 9 p.m., 8 p.m. on Sunday. Go to that game, get out of it at 4:30, head straight to the airport. Get back home. Monday, here we go. Nice little trip. Quick in and out. Fun. You went to New York City. See, man, y'all enjoy your life, man. These are things you're playing for. And I know it all costs money. But hey, this is December. You make some plans. If that's something that you could do. So I'll let you know. We'll probably put out a filler in December. I mean, in next month in August, we'll put out a filler. And yeah, if we get 30 plus, deposits, we'll contact the Jets and say, give us the tickets. Give us the tickets. Here's the money. Bam. Make it. We got our event. So remember this too. Within the event, food and drinks before the game at Gotham City tailgate, that's already covered. So think about that too. All right. Yeah, it's a lot of free people watching in New York. Free people watching in New York. What that mean? TD Finstalk, I'm going to do this. I'm bringing my lady. Hey, I talked to Richie first. We're going to put it out, but that'll be dope. That's what I'm talking about, man. Get out. Quick little trip in and out. You get to go see the team you love regardless, and you get to make it a date. Hey, it's a win-win. All right. I don't know if she into the ballet and all of that or the performing arts. Maybe Saturday night you book something to go see the Nutcracker or something. I have no idea. That's my wife. She I want to go see the ballet. All right, baby, we'll go. We'll go see the ballet on. If we do, we'll just go see the ballet. Okay. So she ready for that. So I gotta show up. But yeah, that'll be dope, man. People watch for the free. You don't have to spend the bag out there. Yeah. However you want to get down, man. However you want. Super chats, baby. Let's see. Tua hip lasting 17 games. I don't know because that's one of the most untalked about things. What happened to his hip last year? Nobody talk about it. You notice that, right? And then the doctors got the nerve to say, "Oh, it's just one of them freak accidents. It doesn't have the motion you want. So when it comes back, it just comes back." What the? You ain't fooling me. That's all I had to hear. Like I don't care how you slice it. Our quarterback had an injury in which basically his hip gave out. And he can't get the motion he wanted out of it. And it's a quote unquote freak accident that happens and it's up to the body. What? Y'all do know that's what happened last year, right? But the crazy thing is nobody's talking about it. Nobody talk about it, is it? Nobody talk about that. Like, come on, man. Come on. Oh, unfortunately, I can't make event, but I assume you guys will do some sort of meetup a day or so prior. Dan said something about getting wings and chilling. Yeah, we're gonna go to a spot, get some wings and chill on that Wednesday. So yeah, we going in Buffalo. That's the Buffalo event. We also going to the LA event, but it's the company. So Roundtable Sports is doing a 49ers Rams event because the NFC West Roundtable has done so well. We decided to expand and say, let's do an event in LA, Rams Stadium, 49ers on the road at the Rams. And we put that out a month ago and we haven't even really done shows to promote it. And it's already halfway sold. So those guys start in August back with Roundtable to do their weekly shows with Roundtable. We already know that that's going to sell out. We might actually be able to go back and get more tickets. So I think that's like the first week of October. So I'll on a Thursday night. So I'll be traveling to LA. I don't know though. I might be in and out of there. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Wednesday thing that we're talking about potentially doing. I might just come for the game and support the fellas for the first event in LA. So we're gonna do that with the company this year. Is expand to that game. We're gonna do that game. So that'll be pretty dope. All right. TD, don't the Rams give a whole tour of the stadium when you buy a lot of tickets? No clue. No clue. I have no clue. I have no clue. Um, if I am not mistaken, Miami is a lot easier to travel to than NYC. Is you already live in Florida? Yeah, absolutely. But the problem is, we did a Miami event last year, and I think we had about 40 tickets sold or whatever, but we had like 60 or 70 tickets, so we didn't sell them all. But we know we've sold out every time we've gone to the Jets. Every time. That's one thing I tell you about Jets fans. They gonna ride. We've sold out every time. So yeah. Devin A. Chain hitting 1K rushing and 500. That's very doable. I believe he will. I think he can at least. I think he can. Um, let's see here. All right. Let me put this back. I did a prediction. G Fat Jake. I did a prediction. Um, I don't like my prediction of the Dolphins, so I try not to do it as often. I really don't like what I came up with as a prediction. Just FYI. I don't like it at all. All right. Um bro. I mean, at what point do you stop TD Fraud Talk? Like, is it just that you need attention? He said, when will the begging start to pay for a family vacation to watch a football game? At what point does the hating stop? Like, what can I do for you, bro? What can I do for you? You are really triggered that people donate to this channel. What is it? Talk to me, bro. I'm here for you, man. You're a friend of mine. That's how I look at it. I love you, brother. How can I help you though? Put it in the chat. However, I can. If you need to email me in private, how can I help you? Because something is really bothering you about other people blessing me, other people blessing this channel. Something's really bothering you about that, and we could talk about it, bro. We could talk about it. I'm here to help you, bro. I'm here to help you. And this ain't no shade, like real talk. There is something though. And I'll stop talking in public about it because maybe you really do want to reach out because something I can help you with. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up in the DM. You ain't got to come in here and, try to show off like that, bro. Come on, man. All right. Not that people donate, the fact that you have to ask for it. Well, I run a business. I'm a content creator doing what God has blessed me to do what I love, bro. But I can't just do it to do it. I have a family that I provide for and I support and I work hard to do all I can for them. So my audience allows brands to bless me with partnerships that can help me support my family. But my audience also says, "Bam, man, we don't want you to just always be in your home, in your home doing content. We want you boots on the ground sometimes. Because without their blessing, I can't be, and I'm humbly telling you, I can't dig in my own pocket like that and just be going everywhere. I can't. In my pocket, I gotta dig out for my family to make sure these lights stay on. So When people say, hey man, we want you at training camp, we want to know what you think about what you see, because we've been tired so many years with the articles and everything of the lies and the agendas. And people bless the cash app. People bless the super chats, man. These colorful things. So I'm not begging people for anything. I'm just simply letting them know, if that's what y'all can still want from me, hey, if you bless it, I'm gonna be there. You don't understand the sacrifice that comes into this. Even if they bless me, I have to be able to make sure my wife is straight with the children. And remember, like I said, I have 6 children. Well, 1 in college, but 5 in the house. I had to make sure my wife's straight, make sure everybody good, make sure everything is taken care of. Like, I'm not the only one here that when you make those comments is kind of insulting to. As hard as my wife works holding me down right now with a baby girl down there going, like, just running her crazy, but she's like, go up there and talk with your peeps. The sacrifices is constantly made, bro. And you think this is begging? Guess what? I don't beg. At the end of the day, if they don't donate, I don't go because I can't. If I had it like that, I would. And I'm blessed now. I ain't gonna sit here like I'm not blessed. But at the same token, I got men to raise. I got men to show the way of how to go out and hustle and get it. I am tired right now. I woke up early. I went to sleep, first of all, at 4 a.m. I woke up at about 6:30. Okay. I got to get that caught up in a little bit. But I've been interviewing people, candidates at Roundtable Sports today. I done shows today. I done had a meeting with Bleacher Report about the upcoming season. I done did a training session today for content creators within Roundtable Sports, showing them on-screen talent, how to do this, how to do that. I have been nonstop. I literally was me and the wife downstairs cooking dinner, feeding our children. And then, hey, the day ain't over. Let me go up there and have some fun with my peeps. So when you do things like that, stop acting like I'm not putting work in, though. Stop acting like I'm not constantly putting work in. Stop acting like my screen don't tell me I got 880 people that been watching. 242 on YouTube and 637 eventually have watched on X so far. This is put in work. So when somebody color the screen or send a cash app, I'm not begging people. They are showing their appreciation as I show my appreciation by continuing to give the content. So real talk, stop that. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Like, come on, man. Come on. Do you want a guest appearance or something? I don't know. What is it? Like, you want to be on the show? Just say, hey, let me hop on and chop it up with you sometime. All these alleged business meetings, and you can't afford a couple tanks of gas and a cheap motel room to watch a practice. No, I can't. This is the sacrifice and the hustle of building a business. This is how it works. I don't take, there's no salary right now for the company because everything we would make, we put back into it. But these alleged meetings, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with TD fraud talk. But yeah, man, we got a whole internship program within the company. We just brought back majority of all the creators that we had last year for the roundtables. So we're gonna be back August, the first week of August. Roundtable is back live and active for the season for the NFL. We also got some other things that might be coming introduced to Roundtable. We're starting a new college show. We're starting a new college football show on Roundtable as well. So that's going to be exciting. Y'all get ready for that. But yeah, man, good times. I hope y'all tune in to some of those shows, whatever team that you like, whatever your favorite team is, you'll have somebody representing it. And it'll be pretty dope, man. It'll be pretty dope. Dale said, please block him. I try not to. I try not to because sometimes when people do stuff like that, they're just really lashing out. Whatever's hurting them in life or whatever's bothering them or whatever's shortcoming, they're lashing out for a reason. And maybe this is the outlet to stop them from doing something ridiculous. So I don't really get to that because technically it hasn't been really disrespectful. It's just been haterific. But it's not disrespectful. Exactly, Dale. You pray for people like that because there's something else at play. You pray for people like that. All right. So yeah, man. But again, I ain't got nothing against TD Fraud Talk. He done been here for a while now doing that. I mean, y'all know how long TD Fraud Talk. How long you been hanging around the channel? Let everybody know. At least do that in the chat. Let everybody know how long you been hanging around the channel. So just for y'all who new to the channel, this ain't nothing new. Um I've been tolerating this for a long time, and I don't see no reason to stop. It's okay. Sometimes it just makes it more entertaining. Again, why do you assume I'm a man? Dog it every time I keep forgetting it's 2025. Again, don't I apologize to you every time? So trust me, I tell you, there's no intention. Every time I see my face, I think of a man. I think of a man. Whenever I see my face on your avatar, it just automatically, that's a man. That is a man. So please forgive me. I keep forgetting it's an avatar. Gosh. Whatever you are, male, female, he, she, it, whatever. Sorry. Sorry about it, okay? I need to stop making that assumption. Gosh, man, I got to do better. I got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. I got to be more careful. Oh, man. Oh, man. Nah, it's all love, man. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Those who do show love on a regular basis, thank y'all. That's the moral of the story. That's what he allows me to bring up every time. All right, but outside of that, man, listen, man, Dolphin Nation, we gonna ride for our team this year. No matter what, we ride. Okay, we gonna ride for our team. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting a little excited. I'm not excited about preseason, honestly, this year. Like, I was thinking to myself, okay, who am I looking forward to seeing at camp? Who would you look forward to seeing at camp this year? Like Jonah. That's it. Jonah. Like literally, he might be the only player that I'm interested in seeing in camp. I don't really care about seeing our first round pick defensive tackle because our O-line is like, if he's good, and I don't know if our O-line is good. If he's bad, then yeah, that'd be a problem. That'd still be a problem. If he ain't good, that'd be a problem. So Jonah's probably the main guy. I want to see him holding his own. And Patrick Paul. Jonah and Patrick Paul, that whole left side of the line. That is my focus at training camp. That whole left side of the line is my primary focus at training camp. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at the corners, reporting what's happening. But my main focus is going to be that left side of the line. So what'll happen is when I get to camp, I'll probably hit that live button, talk to y'all a little bit before camp. The reason why I can no longer, y'all know I used to go live at camp, stream at camp. But then, the feds got on me. They came and was like, hey, man, they know who you are inside, man. They say you got to cut that off. They see you from in the building. They know who you are. I said, all right, because that's my homie that be up there. One of the attendants, security attendants. So I stopped doing that. But then I start going live audio. But the problem with going live audio, just telling people, like going live, just talking about everything I see, the problem with that was they play music throughout practice. and YouTube just keep on striking it. And I can't get too many or they shut me down. So now I kind of go live right before camp, talking to people. And then during camp, you got to go to my Twitter. And I'm giving all updates on Twitter. Like play by play on Twitter. Literally. Pass complete to this person, blah, blah, blah. I'm giving play by play on Twitter. Then I leave camp, go back to my people's house, because I'm from South Florida, by the way, born and raised. I go to my people's house and I set up and I do my 1.5 hour show telling y'all details about what we saw, trends, all of that stuff. I do my show. So that's your slate every day when I'm at training camp. Get a little, hey, let's chat it up before camp. You know, maybe even tell you who the orange jersey if the music ain't too loud, all that good stuff. But once camp start, I'm tweeting out the action. Play by play. 7-on-7. Red zone. So you don't get, you know how you be searching for what's going on in camp and you get people put out about 10 plays all camp, but it be 80 plays? Nah, you kind of get all 80. Well, if it's 80 plays, you're going to get about 68 from me because sometimes I be getting behind. Because remember, we got 2 fields too. They be like, that one over there, then I got to look over there. And, you know, so it would be tough. But them Twitter fingers be moving away, trying to give people insight play by play. But the post-game show, the post-practice show every day probably will be around 2 or 3 o'clock or somewhere around that time, maybe even 1, depending on when we get out. And we talk about everything we saw. I'll try to break down everything we saw and what I'm going to look forward in the next practice. So that's usually the training camp schedule. And then my normal nightly stuff we'll try to get into. So what's going to happen for camp, I'm going to go down Saturday. And there's no practice Sunday, but they got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I might travel back and then travel early morning Friday back down. So I'm going back and forth twice in this situation. So I'll go back Friday for Friday practice. Then Saturday is Members Day or the scrimmage that they usually have in the stadium. And then Sunday is a practice. And then I'll get out of there. I'm not going to the one on the 3rd because I'm not going to just sit down there on Monday, Tuesday, just for one practice on Wednesday. And that practice on Wednesday, they usually just because they'll be traveling to Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. They gonna do a walkthrough anyway. Or they might even cancel it. And I hate that when you wait 2 days and then they be like, oh, they canceled it for the day. Ugh. So I'm not going to go to that Wednesday practice because they're going to travel to Detroit. Depending, because the Detroit Lions got back to us. Let me see what they said. Anyway, I got to check that out tonight. The Detroit Lions got back to us. I got to see if I can submit my info in time because it takes like a few weeks for them to do the check and stuff. But the Detroit Lions, I believe they're giving Roundtable Sports credentials. So we've already asked our Lions contributor if he can attend, and he's all for it, and I'm going to try to attend. So if they approve it, I'm going to make that Detroit travel for the joint practice. If they approve the media credentials, and I'll be behind the scenes with the beat writers, all of them, whatever. If they don't, then I'm just not going to go. And then I'm going to see if I'm able to go to Chicago. It just depends if we can get the access. Because the only thing I've always traveled, I went to Houston last year. Y'all remember that? I went to Tampa the year before that. I traveled for training camp. But the only problem is it's harder to get access because it's for their fans. I remember the Tampa when I had to buy tickets from fans on Facebook that were selling their training camp tickets. That was the only way I can get it. And the Houston one, I had to do the same thing. And they be tripping. They were charging a little pretty penny. These are free tickets, by the way. And they're like, oh, yeah, man, I got 2 of them for $75. Like, oh, Lord, let me get them so I ain't got no problems. But yeah, so we'll see about the Detroit and the Chicago. I gotta play that by ear. All right. I know some of them are on NFL Network, so I'll be back at home streaming it. I don't have to stay there to do it. We'll see. I'll keep y'all up to date on everything going on with that. So stay tuned. All right. Sign Gilmore Eversole. Ticketmaster. I don't know if Ticketmaster they allowed to sell. Oh, I don't know if they're allowed to sell them on Ticketmaster for preseason. I don't know if they're allowed to. You know, so we'll see. Accredited news outlets don't get denied. I know TD Fraud Talk, they don't. Accredited news sources do not get denied. So we should be good. Just like we went to the Super Bowl, just like we went to the combine, just like we went to the draft, backstage with all the players and all the media, draft room, all of that. So you are correct. Roundtable Sports shouldn't get denied as we haven't yet by the NFL. So we should be good. Um, Me and TD be at training camp. TD got bad eyes though. Man, CB, ain't nobody got no bad eyes. CB be up there trying to make excuses. Hey, y'all come through, man. Me and CB, we gonna be up there at the 50-yard line, right in the middle. All right. So that'll be pretty dope. Um, yeah, still because he ain't a god CB23. uh see. Accredited news outlets get tickets to actual Super Bowl, not just media day. So that would be interesting because there were over 3,000 media members at the Super Bowl for media, with press credentials and everything. Only the Super Bowl team outlets and the major sponsors are the ones who actually get tickets to the Super Bowl. So if the Super Bowl is on ESPN, they're going to get it. We could have paid at Radio Row and stuff. The some These are things y'all don't know. So Radio Row is like every radio row because they have a Super Bowl radio row, draft radio row, everything. You got every news outlet in the world there. Okay, that's approved. These people charge $5,000 for internet, like in the building. I mean, we had our own internet, but it's not the greatest in that building in any of these rooms. But they charge $5,000 at the Super Bowl just for your internet connection in the in Radio Row. It's crazy. We got It's crazy. It is wild. But it was a great experience, man. And the good thing is y'all can go back and watch those videos if you're new on the channel because I take y'all everywhere I go. I go live, I show y'all what I'm talking about. So you see Radio Row, you see all the media outlets, CBS, Fox, Bleacher Report, everything, everybody is up in that room. I mean, you got the big wigs you see on TV every day walking right past you, stopping and talking to you, all of that. And one thing you realize when you're a part of media and you behind the stage with all these people, it don't even feel celebrity like because everybody's working. They ain't just kicking the breeze. Hey, what up? Everybody's working. I got to get to this. I got to get to that. All right, I'm going to this. It's crazy, man. Everybody's working, so everybody's grinding, doing their shows from Radio Row. So it just feels so leveled. It's crazy. But it was a great experience in New Orleans when I went. That was a ball. I had a lot of fun. All right. Bills get lifted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of people come down to earth. They right there. You see some of these stars on TV sitting at their booth and it's empty, and they're like, I'm trying to get people too, like literally. I'm trying to get people that I can interview real quick too. So um, but yeah, it's pretty dope. Do or die time. Yep, it is. Um, What if you don't live online, live online? Carpet Bowl. Where can I go to purchase tickets? You don't know how local you really are. Actually, Bill gets on the. I don't know what you're really asking. Where can you go to purchase what tickets? Email me if it's anything. I can steer you in the right direction for. All right. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been an hour and a half. Yeah, I still got a little bit more work to do for the night. Um, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And don't forget, Dolphins Collective. We rocking tomorrow night. That'll be pretty dope. Y'all tune in 7:30 p.m. on Dolphins Collective. It's blowing up. It's going crazy. I think the last video we did 2 weeks ago it had 20,000 views in the off season. Ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm actually not scared, but I'm like, whoa, what are we about to do this season? The Dolphins Collective, what is it about to be this season? And I'm gonna have a post show right after Dolphins Collective every week when the season starts, chopping it up, bringing people on the Patreon show. That's gonna be pretty dope. So, fins up, no matter what. Remember that always. Fins up, no matter what. Again, thank you for all the people who continuously bless this channel and continue to help us do bigger and better things. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I pray for y'all, and God bless you all. God bless my haters as well, and help them do better than me. So maybe that'll help them stop hating. But anyway, love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. I'm out. Peace.